everybody, and welcome back to a very special edition of the Rumour Mill. I am on my way to work now, got a freelance shift coming up, so I've had to come in the car and get this one out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the intro. What I tried to do is I listen to a lot of feedback from you guys all the time, and what I tried to do is get rid of a lot of the glitches from the intro and try and make it a little bit smoother, but that's sort of the transition that I wanted to go for with the intro, so I hope you like that. Now, with regards to everything that's going on here at the In Full Swing with Conor McGilligan YouTube channel, Late Night Leeds went down really well last night, up nearly on 6,000 views, I think, in just over 12 hours. So absolutely brilliant. Really happy with that. I'm obviously going to continue doing that. So Late Night Leeds will be on tonight, and tonight it will be on Victor Orta and the Premier League. So make sure you tune into that one from 7. This video is sponsored by Ship Bikes USA. As always, that is what the Rumour Mill is sponsored by. Get all of your customized, your detailed, your tailored motorcycle needs from those guys on that website, so the link will be in the description below. But yeah, so it's an interesting day once again at Leeds. Obviously nothing concrete coming out, guys. Once again, this is the Rumour Mill. Rumour. I think some people get confused and think I am just going to make some breaking news. That doesn't happen here. You know, I've not got some ITK in the no sources. But yeah, some updates with regards to our man Cabral, or Arthur Cabral. Spoke to Gio from Leeds United Brazil over there about Cabral. Seems like a really good player, really strong, really versatile, really good on the wings and up front. He's very, very good along that front three. So definitely someone to be looking out for. But apparently there's been interest from another Premier League club which has sort of halted progress with Cabral. So whether or not, once again, as we were talking about before, sometimes when it gets out in the news, sometimes when, you know, journalists report on it, other teams sniff it, and then interest is vested from that, and you get that a lot. And I think that's why Leeds have tried to keep the cards close to the chest, but obviously this has been broken by a lot of Brazilian journalists over there. Leeds have kept it close to the chest over here, but over there it has been broken, and it looks like Cabral has now got, out of absolutely nowhere, presumably, several clubs after him, and one Premier League club in particular alongside Leeds. So that is one to keep an eye on with regards to Cabral. But also there's a midfielder called Nandez. Now, Nandez is a Cagliari midfielder. Gennaro Gattuso described him as him in the next format, so in the modern format, the modern game. Gennaro Gattuso admitted that he is much like Nandez. So whether or not we take anything from that, he's a Uruguayan international. He's played alongside obviously Suarez, Diego Godin, and multiple other players. He's an extremely good player, and I think he's got 36 million euro buyout clause, which is very, very good in terms of what Leeds can get him for. Bielsa apparently has described him, or has been paraphrased in describing him as a player that he wants at Leeds United. So whether or not that's something that we can get done, I'm not 100% sure. But that's that's been on the Rumour Mill. Obviously, a lot of journalists are talking about it at this moment in time and saying that it is something that Leeds are pursuing. Apparently, we've inquired about him once again. That key word that I always talk about, inquiry. Because, you know, when you inquire about something, that is essentially when you're getting things started in the procedure process. And really interesting, once again, that this guy is a defensive midfielder, a central midfielder, and we constantly talk about it on the Rumour Mill. Leeds United seem to have an interest in going for a lot of depth in the middle. Now, whether or not that's to help Calvin, whether or not that's to make versatility with the new formation, you know, make Leeds into a double pivot, which would be very unusual and something that Leeds haven't done under Bielsa. But it's very interesting that we're going for someone of such a high caliber in that sort of defensive centre midfield role. He's very good making defensive tackles, very good at tracking back and actually getting forward. He gets in those forward positions very often. So whether or not he's just going to be able to slot into maybe a 6 role like a Forshaw, or even an 8 role like a Click, I don't really know. But his mantra is sort of defensive midfield. But as I've just said, he does like to get forward as well. So that's the difference probably between him and Calvin. Calvin naturally stays just in front of that defence, and I believe someone like Nandez does get forward a hell of a lot more, so keep an eye out for that one. And obviously the next sort of rumour is obviously going to be regarding Robin Koch. Now, Robin Koch is one of the players that Leeds have been thoroughly interested in. Well, it's been confirmed, really. It was confirmed yesterday. It was confirmed by Phil Hay as well. It's confirmed by numerous journalists in Germany. I might have a little special from a German outlet coming very, very soon, so stay tuned for that one. But it seems every time I look at Robin Koch, his attributes are getting better. He's 24 years of age. He's got German international experience. He's played at the top level with Freiburg. He's had interest from Manchester United, Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur and other transfer windows. Only 24 years of age, a little bit more experienced than Ben White. But is that something that we have to look at? I think this guy could be a real player. 6'3", as I've said before, could help us defensively, of course, and offensively on set-piece situations. So Robin Koch looks like a real goer. And yeah, I think it's something that Leeds will definitely be pursuing if this Ben White deal doesn't get done. As well, The Athletic were reporting, really interestingly, that Leeds have been monitoring Koch for a while now, for a long time. And if you remember with Ben White, that was the whole figurehead with him. It was the fact that we were pursuing him for a lengthy period of time, and it was all about Leeds getting that deal done. You know, he was at obviously Newport, and he was at Peterborough as well. And it was all about Leeds monitoring him for a couple of years, and the same seems to have been done with Robin Koch. And obviously we heard with the Extra Ball fanzine that, you know, they're trying to get Ben White over the line, but if Leeds are priced out of it, Brighton have said they're going to double his contract, whether or not that's his original 10k to 20k, which is still meagre. We've also heard Potter wants to see him in training. I mean, why do you want to see him in training? He's obviously an excellent player. You've seen him for 46 games, hopefully, if you're keeping tabs on your loan players. And yeah, it's just really interesting with what's going on. But if Leeds are going to be priced out of it, I still think we're in there with White. But the question does remain, are we going to be held to ransom? Is it going to be the last day of the transfer window when Leeds are still there and haven't been given a definitive answer by Brighton? I think Robin Koch is definitely someone who Leeds need to be pursuing, and I presume we are pursuing him. And yeah, I'm really excited by his transitions. As you can see, his defensive play is extremely good. Very good defensively, very quick as well, apparently. And switching the ball, I mean, I think he's got an absolutely staggering rate of, there was one game where I think there was 501 passes from Freiburg, and I think he made 99 of them. I'll get the stat up on screen now, but he looks like a real player, and someone who Leeds definitely will be keeping tabs on, especially if they can get him for half the price as they would for Ben White. Now as well, the valuation for Ben White is extremely interesting, because 30 million, whether or not, I mean, would you guys pay that? Get that in the comment section below. Robin Koch, apparently it's going to be between 15 and 20 million for someone with more experience, more top level experience, more international experience, and all that encompassed makes out as though maybe Robin Koch would be a better value deal. But obviously Ben White knows the system, he knows Bielsa's system, he's been trained and versed in it now for 46 games, a full season. What would Bielsa prefer? And it was really interesting as well. About 9-10 hours ago, Matthias Klick responded to a tweet which says, you know, Matthias, have you played with Robin Koch before? And he said yes, at Kaiserslautern. Now I obviously know that that's just a response to a tweet which is very frivolous, but it's very interesting to say that, you know, Klick actually responded to that tweet. I don't know whether or not there's going to be legs in it, but it'll be interesting to watch this space. As well, guys, Leeds have been interested in Orsnes. I believe his name is Orsnes from the Norwegian League. Fredrik Orsnes. I need to get that pronunciation right. But yeah, I was speaking to a Norwegian as well on Instagram, and he was saying that he's a good player, but he doesn't know if he's really ready for the step up into this Leeds United outfit. Still thinks he's quite inexperienced, and it is a 5 million price tag, so it'll definitely be interesting to stick and look at that one. Guys, the Florenzi links do not go away. An Italian publication last night was reporting that Leeds are still interested in him, with numerous clubs also vying for his signature. Florenzi obviously would be brilliant along that back line, very quick, and would be a real marquee signing for Leeds United. Obviously, we know with Victor Orta, he's made marquee signings wherever he's been. Negredo, obviously Hulk at Zenit. And it'll be really interesting to see whether or not Florenzi would come in and be that marquee signing for Leeds United. But yeah, definitely keep tabs on that one. Guys, that is it really when we're looking at the rumour mill. It's not very exciting at the minute. Obviously, we're just still looking for developments, but obviously this rumour mill is all just about keeping you updated with the latest rumours. That's it. But yeah, as I said, make sure you stick around for tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be developments really soon. I expect the Ben White thing to be finalised in terms of mindsets by the end of the week. everything should really start moving this week as well for me, hopefully within the next couple of days. So hopefully I'll have more news to bring you. Guys, keep safe as well. Make sure you sound and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video as well, please. There's a Patreon account in the description below if you want to help the channel out. We've got Q&As, live streams, little quizzes and competitions on there. So if you want to help the channel out, go check that out as well. We're obviously doing the live stream tonight from 7 o'clock on Victor Orta and the Premier League and his development. So make sure you check that one out, guys, and I'll see you in a bit.